Yo, what's up guys? Today we have my review of Pooh Shiesty's new album, Shiesty Season. The first time I heard of this rapper was right after the release of Lil Durk's fantastic album, The Voice, and that album was full of the melodramatic blues of the Chicago rapper. Being introduced to Pooh Shiesty through Back in Blood, the single from Pooh Shiesty and Lil Durk, made me think that the mixtape would be full of beats that are fast and invasive, and that is true for most of the tape. However, what came through my earpods was a slow and repetitive piano beat bouncing up and down, and against that was the most memorable part of our up-and-coming rapper, his ear-catching ad-libs. Blurred. From Memphis, Tennessee, Pooh Shiesty is a southern rapper and sounds like he is following the long lineage of rappers that rhyme slow and dramatic and to the point, like 21 Savage, Young Nudie, and even Miami rappers like Kodak Black. He even talked about this in a recent appearance on The Breakfast Club. He began to quickly gain attention after releasing his first song in March 2018, and then following that a series of singles featuring popular rappers from the likes of Moneybagg Yo and Lil Baby. He was then signed to Atlantic Records and 1017 Records, headed by Gucci Mane, who also appeared on this record. Over the runtime of this entire album, it is filled with beats that are kind of old school in my opinion, and they are slow. The beats have less of a electronic boom, less 808s, and have more of a old school kick. Most beats are built around a piano melody, and sometimes they have a more upbeat synth melody. The vibes that the beats give off makes you feel like you are walking down a dark street, being real careful with your friends, and the upbeat and triumphant moments are built around keys that are so minor that even moments that are upbeat, it feels like you need to be careful around every bar that are being dropped. I think the beats are the main stars in this album. The majority of the beats on this tape carries on in a steady pace, making the listeners feel like they have to keep moving in a dark and steady purpose throughout the album. I think the song that best showcases this is in the song Neighbors, where the beat begins slowly. However, as the song goes on, it begins to shift into a faster pace and switching back and forth as if it is moving in a fast SRT, one of the cars that Poe likes to mention in his songs. And when I thought a guitar beat would not turn up, it turned up in the song See Red. Although I feel like it is not used in a way that it is typically used. It is not used to sound slick and fast. It is used to sound rough, and there are still edges that needs to be refined. His ad-lib, Blurred. The Blurred ad-lib is a really interesting and fun take on the classic Burr ad-lib used by Gucci Mane. Side note, I think it is such a missed opportunity that on the Gucci collab song, they didn't take advantage of their common ad-libs and make kind of a ultimate ad-lib song. Another interesting thing I noticed is that every established rappers that showed up on this tape makes a play on Shiesty's name. It is kind of funny to me because Shiesty as a stage name is one of the more interesting one in a while too, and it looks like most of these rappers think so too. Throughout the tape, Poe falls back again and again to this ad-lib, Blurred ad-lib, as a way to build up hype in the beginning of a song, and the ad-lib being used back to back gets real grating as you listen. It made me feel like he is a one-trick pony because the only thing memorable for now is the ad-libs. And to me, there are nothing that makes him stand out from his lyrics aside from the cool SRT mentions and this chopper way that he and his friends mentioned throughout a couple of the songs where they appeared. There are nothing in this tape that makes Pooh Shiesty stand out in a ever-growing crowd of trap rappers that are being hyped up now. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe. The next review is going to be about the upcoming UK rapper Slow Tie's new album. It's going to come out next week. Keep an eye out. And again, thanks for watching If you're interested in listening to me talk more about music, more in general hip-hop, there's this podcast that I started a while back called the BTTP podcast. I will link it in the descriptions below and in the notifications on this video also. It is a podcast where me and my friend talk about hip-hop, newest releases, and everything else about hip-hop. In our latest one, we talked about Posthumous albums, Los Guys album. Check out the BTTP podcast. Thanks.